Hello, today we're going to share some about the function menu bar. In the top of the software, we can see there are some options: update, codes, chart, material, information, comprehensive, window, help, market and language, and the homely video. This is the function menu bar of the whole software, so let's see it one by one. First, update. We have shared that every day after 7 o'clock, we need to connect to the internet, and the system will download the newest data. After downloading, we do not need internet. Next one is load. Usually, there's no need to click it because the system will load data automatically after downloading. And clear. When you find the data is not complete, we can click it and download again. But if you find after you downloading again, the data is still not complete, please contact us. And the next is exit. If you click this one, the system will ask you whether you want to close. So next is codes. If we only have Malaysia market, then we will only have BMB codes. So, codes represents Malaysia quotation. If we click it, we can see all the trading data in certain day. And we can also see here some titles, symbol, name, percentage change, and so on. So we can see it tells us ascending, click the title, descending, right-click the title. So we can see in volume, we click, and there will be 0 volume. But if we right-click, these are the shares that are active. So by this function, we can view the market. Normally, we view the volume to find the most active one. We double-click to enter Market Analyze. If we want to watch next share, remember, we need to find the less than and the greater than key on your keyboard. Less than for previous one, and greater than for next one. So now, let's remember this share code 8877, and we close current window. We can input 8877 directly, and we click Enter. We can see the position of this share is 9, number 9. To get familiar with the whole market, we recommend you view the top 100 shares in rank. Also, normally we view percentage change. We right-click, and we can change the period here, daily, weekly, and monthly. Then after you click it, the trading shares will be ranked according to its 1 day's, 1 week's, or 1 month's performance, like in weekly rank. Later, if we right-click, we can find some good shares to monitor. For example, also to find active shares, we can right-click volume or percentage change. Here, we can choose the category. We can choose warrants here, and we can also choose stocks here or indexes here. Index is the sector index. If you want to check the shares in certain sector, we need to select the stocks first. Still here, we need to select the stock first. So now we click sector and we click financials. Now these shares are all about financial sector. Here I can click save to save current stock list and in current rank. For example, if I right-click the volume and this is my list of share, if I click save, I can rename it here and click save. Then the list in current share will be saved. From this page, we can double-click to enter the chart analysis page. And the next one in quotes is favorites. Inside favorites, there are those shares we already put them in the list, and we have 5 lists here, favorites 1 to 5. We can view them by different data range. For example, we can select 1 week. Then we can view their performance in 1 week. Here, I can partly save the list. For example, after right-click Change Percentage, and if I want to save the change percentage is above 0, here is the second one. So before 2, the position is 2. So before 2, I want to save part. And now I can rename and save. Next one is newest concerns. So drag the bar and we can find BMB is Malaysia market, and we can find the shares we just viewed, like this one, 8877 is here. So if sometimes we forget the share code, we can find it here, and the lowest is the nearest. Next function is sector browse. Normally, this browse is empty, and we can click Extract. For example, we can rank it by some titles, and then we can save partly too here. And different with quotes, we can select the date range here, because in quotes, we can only see the market quotation in 1 day, but here, we can see the market quotation in a range of date. And the next is read the tab. Here, we can view the recent hotspot, recent exception, and the found active shares. We can also double-click to enter chart analyze, and we can find some potential shares by analyzing. Every day the result will be different, and we can check the previous result by changing the date here. So we can double-click to enter chart analysis. So we close it. And the next function is global index. Besides KLCI, we can view the indexes of other markets here, like HSI, Shanghai Composite Index, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and so on. So next function is chart. First one, chart analysis. Click chart analysis is the same function like this icon. And the next, chart comparison. We can compare 2 different charts here. Click this area. When it becomes red, we can input share code now. Take KLCI as an example. Price, enter. Then we'll find window 1 is KLCI and window 2 is the CSEALL. And we can compare 2 charts now. At the right toolbar, we can draw lines. The first one is B line. I can drag here, do not lose, to another point and lose. Then I'll get a section of line. The second is ray, still need 2 points. Press space to clear all the drawings. Next one is parallel line. So at first, we need to draw a trend line, just like we used the ray. And for a parallel line, we click anywhere and do not lose. And we can drag it to a position that you want. And when it gets the position, you lose. Then you will get the parallel line. Here, we can switch geometric candlestick and the ordinary candlestick. Usually we use geometric candlestick. Here, D, W, M. We can switch period here. They are daily, weekly, and monthly. Here is ordinary chart, BAR chart, and FAR chart. We will explain the difference between them three later. And this one, window 2 and window 4, is to change the amount of windows. 2 is for 2 windows, 4 is for 4 windows. And if we choose window 4, we can find below here are some signals and some channels, and like trend expert, and some other indicators that we can switch here. And click clear. We can clear all the indicators in the first 2 windows. And here is add to favorites. It refers to the red window, which means you select it. So if I click FAV and favorite group 1, I've already added KLCI to my favorite groups. Next one is setting. Click setting, click lead in current favorites, and click favorite groups. Our favorite shares are now below in the chart now. So we press greater than for next share. So we can see it's changing and all these shares are my favorites. Below the whole page, we can still add some signals and channels, even trend experts here, and click clear. All indicators disappear. So in a word, we can compare 2 charts here, index and sector, sector and individual stock, index and individual stock, as you like. Next one is period comparison. In this page, we can compare the monthly, weekly, and the daily chart of one share. So let's see here. Window. The first one is window. Click it. And below the page, we can switch the amount of windows here. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Usually we use 3 windows or 6 windows. Next is drawing. Click it. Still down the page, we can use drawing tools. Next one is X-Write. Here's ordinary, backwards answer authority, and forwards answer authority. So what's the difference between them three? Let's look at an example. Click ordinary. We can see here is a big gap. This is because the bonus issue or company want to add more shares in the market. For example, if there is a company and it has 100 units of shares totally, and 1 unit share is 2 ringgit. Let us assume the company wants to have 200 units of shares total in the market, then each share will be 1 ringgit only. Because the price has been halved, and a gap will appear on the chart. This gap will influence technical analysis, like from this candlestick to here is the gap, and to this candlestick, the price is lower than this one. But since you have double shares from this day, so you earn money, unlike what we see in the chart. So that's why we need to close the gap. So we use this FAR, forward answer right. It's more common used than BAR, backward answer right. So we can see its difference. After the gap, for this candlestick, the price is about 2 ringgit. As we click FAR, we can find this day the price is still about 2 ringgit. It's not been changed. So the system just dragged the previous chart down here. So this is forward answer right. We click ordinary now. So let's see what is BAR. So we can see this day the price is about 3 ringgit, and we click BAR. We can see now the price is doubled, about 6 ringgit, because you have double shares, double amount. But actually, the price has been changed. The previous price has not been changed, but changed the present price, because BAR is drag the present chart up. So that's why we use FAR more common. And the FAR is also the default setting in our software. So let's back to period comparison. We can see next function is main chart. Click it and we can add indicators to the chart. Below the page, here's homely signals, channels, and experts. If you want to set different indicators in different charts, for example, if we want to change daily chart indicator as MCD, then we click daily chart here and we select MCD here. So now we can see only the indicator in daily chart has been changed, and in weekly chart and the monthly chart, the indicator has not been changed. So if we choose W weekly chart, the indicator I choose will appear on weekly chart only, and so does monthly chart. In period comparison, if you want to change shares, just type it, for example 8877, just type it and click enter. Next one is annex. Click it, and there are two indicators below here, chips distribution and dynamic chips. Click again to disappear. Next one is synchronize. Click it. You will find there are 6 candles on monthly chart, which means 6 months, and 6 months equals to 24 weeks. So in weekly chart, there's 24 candlesticks altogether. We can find every chart is for 6 months, and we click synchronize again. Then the quantity of candlesticks in each chart will be the same. Next one is favorite and settings. And we close the current window. So next function is material. Here is stock information and information overview. There's some about fundamental analysis, but we focus more on technical analysis. Next one is information. Daily information, this is our website. And the reservation online, we can book a seat here, but normally we'll book a seat by our mobile version. It's more convenient. Next one is course announcement. This is the same as this icon. So click it. We can see here is the course information. Next one is comprehensive. This is the filter system. Every time when teachers share us a method, and we can set conditions here to filter. This is historical quote. This is the data of present share in history, daily, weekly, and monthly chart. Close it. Next one is for window. Window can also be switched here, so they are the same function. Next one is help. Click the catalog. There will be the introduction of the whole software, but the introduction here is very short. So for deep learning, we need to come to the courses in our office. And these three is to switch the function that when we double click. If we want to double click to different function, we can switch here. For example, if I select double click to enter chart comparison, then next time, for example, if I double click this time, I will enter chart comparison page. Next one is about. Our serial number will be here. This number is unique for everyone and please do not click regenerate. Next one is market and the language. This national flag presents the market you have. And here is the language. We can switch language here. And for Homely Video is also a website that we can learn some about our software option. Here are some learning videos here. So that's all for today. Thank you.